You ought to be the one in custody and not my daughter. Queen Naomi's father, Pastor Kehinde Ogunsheyi, thunders at Queen Naomi's mother. Okay, so I know a lot of you just hearing this Queen Naomi's father. How? Where is this coming from? Okay, we did a video earlier on where we mentioned the fact that there is indeed Queen Naomi's father who is alive and healthy and very fine, against all speculations and rumors that have pervaded the social media space that the man might have left us long ago. Okay, so in that report we did earlier, we told you that no, the man is still very much alive, even though it was reported some time ago that he was a bit sick, very sick, but God spared him. He's still alive and kicking. And regarding what happened to dear Queen Naomi and the suffering, the tribulation she's going through, possibly as a father will always be a father, regardless of whatever misgivings that has been there in the past. I mean, the man, took out his time, came out of his reclusive lifestyle in Akure, one of these estates in Akure, and he went all the way to visit the daughter to see for himself what was actually happening. So it is being reported that, okay, according to the report, Pastor Kennedy, was said to have slammed Queen Naomi's mom, who is said is responsible for all the tribulations Queen Naomi is going through, because all his advices, were never accepted nor acknowledged. Okay, so it's possible that while even while he was no longer with the entire family. I'm talking about, in that report we made earlier, we told you that the father, left home, and because of that separation, up to the time he got married, according to the report, that is if this report coming out is true, when he left, and at the point that Ooni of Ife was about to get married to Queen Naomi, it was said that he gave his counsel, but his counsel was never, acknowledged or accepted. So the report went on to say, if the man had listened to him at the point of marrying the Ooni of Ife, that Queen Naomi wouldn't be where she is today. They said he never supported the marriage ab initio due to the divergence of religion, okay, between Ooni of Ife and Ogun Sheyis, okay. Don't forget that prior to that marriage, Ooni of Ife, Queen Naomi was already a prophetess, controlling her flocks. She had flock that she was already pastoring. Okay, and don't forget that the entire family, they had there's very staunch Christians, who had their church activities, as a family. Okay, so according to Pastor Kennedy, that is the father now. He knows his daughter, will struggle in that marriage, being that she was never married before, nor exposed to such highly traditional African worship setting, because that was what it is. Queen Naomi was just in her early 20 something, okay, in her early 20s, if I'm not mistaken. It was a lady who is fresh from that deep religious background, being a prophetess herself. Okay, now moving to the direct opposite, people who are still deep into traditional worship and the rest. So he knew as a father that his daughter was going to struggle, but nobody listened to him according to what he's saying. So, according to the story, Pastor Kennedy was alleged to have been shocked when Queen Naomi made that infamous Instagram marriage dissolution. Yeah, you guys recall that she actually did that, but with benefit of hindsight now, maybe she could have done that. Maybe she was ill-advised, as a lot of people have said, because that was really taking it too far at that time. He went on to say he had reached out to them, to ask that that post should be put down immediately, but nobody listened to him until things, apparently got out of hand. I recall when that Instagram post was made then, I thought it was ill-advised, with benefit of hindsight, I think it was ill-advised, looking at the caliber of KBC, and looking at the fact that I mean, it wasn't really necessary, okay? And consider the fact that that Instagram post stayed there for a very long time, So the man is saying that even at that time, he reached out and nobody listened to him until a very, very long time, okay? And again, in the words of Pastor Kennedy, he went on, he said his counsels were never sought nor taken when provided. Okay, he was also heard to have queried Queen Naomi for moving in. Queen Naomi, he was said to have also queried Queen Naomi's mother, for moving in to live with the daughter at the palace against all advices, as that action, according to him, was a contributory factor to the gradual collapse of the union. Of course, a lot of people out there, when this thing happened, a lot of people, made all sort of permutations, and a lot of them pointed to this very allusion that possibly, maybe if the mom had hearkened to this advice by not moving in, maybe some of this problem would have degenerated to how it later went. Okay, but that is neither here nor there. But I just have to put this out there. Okay, so that is what the man is saying. So he blames Queen Naomi's mother, for Queen Naomi's woes at the moment. And that's why he's saying she should rather be the one in custody and not his daughter. Well, these are issues between a husband and wife, okay? And issues of husband and wife, you cannot judge it. You just have to just, listen to them and pray. So, well, I don't know if this is the time for blame game, because a lot of people look at it that, okay, you this man self, where have you been? Where you did since? Okay, you said the king shouldn't have married your daughter, but apparently when the marriage now went on and you see your daughter living that life of affluence, possibly, who knows, maybe he was happy. He was very proud, as a father. And that time he didn't come out to complain, he didn't say anything. So why is it that now that things have gone awry, it's coming out? So is it that why is he doing that right now? That is another thing that a lot of people they want to look at. So like I said, a lot of mistakes, have been made by both parents, and I do not judge them. For no one is infallible in this world. No one. Even me that is talking, I have myriads of I've made myriads of mistakes, and I'm still making tea today. Okay, so who knows? Perhaps if the man had not left their home at the time he left, you know, he could have insisted that maybe that marriage should not hold. Okay, and it will stay so. As a father, if they were together and insisted that, look, my pikin not go marry this man. I mean, as the father of the home, it stays so. It will stay so, right? Okay, so, but all these are just within the realm of conjectures right now. So who knows? Maybe his counsels could have made a difference as well. Just maybe. Who knows? These are all conjectures at the moment, anyway. Okay, but here's my take in all of this. Yes, here's my take. Whatever the past, whatever the past was, should remain in the past, at least for now. Okay, the situation on ground with Queen Naomi now calls for support, prayers, and empathy from all and sundry. Okay, because I'm saying this because children from broken homes, if you allow me to use that words, okay, children from broken homes, from broken marriages, often face challenges of navigating complex emotions like insecurity, confusion, and a sense of blame, okay, struggling to reconcile their love for both parents while grappling with the reality of their fractured family units. Okay, who knows? Perhaps this is part of the reason why we are here we are today. Now, I don't want to uh, 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 downplay the importance of what Queen Naomi wanted to go and do. He had, I mean, artistic disposition to what she wanted to do. She wanted to bring life, smiles, and joy to these vulnerable kids, and the devil struck. Okay, but everything we have said here, whether there's a broken marriage, whether there's a broken home, whether the counsel of the father was not accepted, whatever it is, this is not a time to blame or to judge anyone. We're already where we are now. So all I think Queen Naomi needs right now is our prayers, continuous prayer, because I know that you cannot be planning to do good for people who need it, and you yourself you suffer in the way she's suffering today. So I believe at the end of the day, she's going to come out of this stronger and greater. We are going to live to see this. We are going to live to witness this. But again, we must continue to pray ceaselessly, because what has happened is more of spiritual than physical. Okay? So this is what is coming out at this time. And like I said, this is not the time for blame game. I appreciate the fact that the dad has come out at this time to show support, which is the way to go. But then I think they should just jettison this idea of blaming one another and put their heads together and join the rest of Queen Army fans to pray ceaselessly. Okay, so this is the story that came out at this time, and if you do have any comment to make, please feel free to go to the comment section, and I'll see you there. God bless you. Bye bye.